Hi, my name's Phil. I like talking about politics, and in this video, we're going to have a little bit of story time as I discuss the latest exploits of the Tories' favourite mascot and rodeo clown rolled into one, Mr. 30p Lee Anderson himself, as he once again spends a week demonstrating there is no lower limit to stupid. But first, if you'd like to be notified of daily news and politics, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification icon. So it's getting quite close to Easter, a time associated with death before rebirth, isn't it? Death before rebirth. I mean, I could talk about the death in this case being the standards and intellectual rigour of Parliament and hope for a rebirth in about a year or so. And in the spirit of the season, I thought I'll tell a parable. A modern parable, a parable of our times. Not a parable with any moral to the story, because this is British politics and nothing makes sense. This is the parable of the hollow-headed Tory. Lee Anderson, 30p Lee, the deputy chair of the Conservative Party, a person who attends cabinet. The Leanderthal himself has been making a bit of an arse of himself again this week. The poor guy just wants to be accepted, really, I'm sure. First of all, he tried to join the Labour Party because over in Ashfield, that's what you did if you wanted to be accepted. So he joined the party and got himself nominated as a Labour candidate in the local elections, no doubt by thrusting his background as a miner in everyone's faces. And then he became a Labour councillor. But then, he exposed his ugly side and was suspended. Poor Leanderthal. He left the Labour Party before being booted out. Leanderthal was sad. All he wanted was some friends who understood his need to shit on others so that he could feel smug and superior. Then he decided to join the local Conservative Party. "Will you kick me out for being cruel to others?" he asked. "What? No, of course not. Welcome aboard, Leanderthal." And Leanderthal was very happy at this, and he became their candidate instead. But not just in the local council. He wished upon a star that a tub of custard in a clown suit would grant him the chance to become a member of Parliament. And a tub of custard in a clown suit duly obliged, and now Leanderthal gets to eat restaurant quality meals in the House of Commons canteen at knockdown prices, because it's subsidised by ordinary folk who, after all, can feed themselves for 30p a meal. What do they need more money for? Wasn't easy though. He tried to win over voters, but they kept using big words with him. Words that he didn't understand, like loser and tosser. So to show what a great campaigner he was, he arranged to get one of his mates to pretend to be an ordinary member of the public so that he could film himself being all persuasive. Unfortunately, he was also filmed arranging the deception in advance, and a lot of people tapped on his head and asked why it was making a hollow sound. Everyone laughed at poor Leanderthal. Not his fault, he's a Tory of very little brain. But it all worked out because people were voting for the tub of custard anyway, so Leanderthal got the last laugh. More recently, Leanderthal started feeling sad again. See, the tub of custard in a clown suit had to go away because it turned out he was a reckless moron. But without the custard clown to grant his wishes, poor Leanderthal would soon be out of a job. So he went to GBB's and asked for a job, and they said they'd be delighted. They'd even pay him the £100,000 a year that Leanderthal said MPs shouldn't be earning on the side. So Leanderthal was happy again. He gets to keep his seat on the gravy train and people carry on paying attention to him. But some of the attention was making him sad again this week. Carol Vorderman, a woman with a brain and strong opinions and therefore the natural predator of creatures like Leanderthal, was ridiculing Conservative MPs for removing any reference to their party in their Twitter bios. "Why are you all pretending not to be Tories?" she asked. "Is it because the public see the Conservatives as about as useful as a one-legged man in an arse-kicking contest?" Leanderthal was enraged. He told her to grow up. He pointed to his bio where he said, and I quote, "ex-coal miner and now proud Conservative Member of Parliament for Ashfield and Deputy Chairman of the Conservative Party." "Do you see that, Carol?" he screamed in his flowery dulcet tones. "Do you see that? I've put that I'm a Conservative. In fact, I've put it twice. Grow up, you screaming harridan." But I'm afraid to say, Leanderthal made himself look a little silly. You see, I might have mentioned that Vorderman had a brain. She'd screenshotted Leanderthal's Twitter bio in advance, and it seems that he'd just changed it to make a point. Because Carol was able to show how it looked like before. And it had no mention of the Conservative Party, not twice, not once, not any times. And Leanderthal was sad again. Never mind, I'm sure he'll console himself with the wad of cash he gets for talking shit until the next time someone taps on his head, exposing the hollowness within. But there we are, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Hope you found the video interesting. If you did, please click the like button. And if you'd like to support the channel further, the join button for memberships. And until next time, I'll see you later.